Today, we're going to be linguistic detectives. We are going to try and unlock the secrets of an entire culture, not by looking at its history or its art, but by looking at something we use every day, its language. So think about it for a second. We use words all the time, right? To order a coffee, to send a quick text, to tell a story. But is that really all it is? Is language just a simple tool? Kind of like a hammer, just built for one job? Or what if it's something way more profound? What if it's like a living blueprint of how a society thinks, what it values, what its priorities are, all of that packed right into its grammar and its vocabulary? That's the idea we're digging into today. That language isn't just a tool, it's a window. And the language we're going to put under the microscope is Mandarin Chinese. We're going to treat it almost like a secret code, searching for the cultural keys hidden inside its structure, keys that can show us what really matters in Chinese society. All right, our first key is all about respect. Now, that's a concept we can all get our heads around, but what's fascinating is how Mandarin builds it right into the most basic, fundamental parts of speech. Let's start with something we all know, English. Whether you're talking to your best friend, your boss, your grandma, or a total stranger on the street, you use the exact same word, you. It's simple, it's efficient, it's kind of democratic, one size fits all. But in Mandarin, it's a whole different ballgame. There isn't just one you, there are two. You've got ni, or ni, which is the informal you you'd use with friends. But then there's nin, which is the formal, respectful version. So right from the second you address someone, you're making a choice that immediately defines your relationship. And look, this is so much more than just a little grammar quirk. The very existence of nin, is a direct reflection of deep cultural values. It shows you that things like hierarchy, politeness, and this really ingrained respect for your elders, they're literally built into the fabric of a simple daily conversation. Okay, so let's move on to our second key. The code of family. And if you thought respect was a big deal, well, family is on a whole other level. It is absolutely central. There's a simple and powerful idea that captures this perfectly. The family is a central pillar of Chinese society. And, you guessed it, the language reflects this foundational importance with just incredible detail. Just look at how specific this gets. In English, we just say grandfather, right? It covers both. But in Mandarin, you have to be more precise. You have to know which grandfather. Yeye or yeye is your father's father. Your mother's father? Nope, he's got a completely different title. And this level of detail applies all across the family tree, creating this super precise map of your lineage that just underlines how important every single family connection is. All right, our third and final key is maybe the most profound one, the code of harmony. This is a concept that doesn't just shape individual words, it shapes the entire way people communicate. The key word we have to wrap our heads around here is he or hey. Now, you can translate it as harmony, but it's so much more than that. It's this core belief that social balance and keeping relationships smooth are the absolute bedrock of a peaceful and prosperous society. It's all about making sure the group functions well together above all else. So, how does a huge idea like that actually affect how people talk? Well, communication tends to become less direct. The main goal is to avoid any kind of awkward confrontation, to find consensus, and to resolve conflicts in a way that lets everyone save face. The language itself starts to favor subtlety to serve that higher goal of achieving wa, or hey. So there we have it, 3 major keys, all unlocked from the Mandarin language. You've got respect for hierarchy, the absolute centrality of family, and this constant pursuit of social harmony. These aren't just abstract ideas you'd read about in a textbook. They are living, breathing principles that are coded directly into the words people use every single day. Which, of course, leaves us with one last question, a question for you. The next time you speak, just listen for a second to the words you choose. What do they say about your culture? What hidden values are hiding in plain sight, right there in your own language? It's something to think about.